Take the hit. Dum, 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 dum. Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. We are here. Game week 1 is upon us. It is calling, it is knocking, ding, ding, ding. It is here. We're there. He's blowing out a little bit. And Kane might be leaving Spurs, probably is leaving Spurs by the time that you receive this message.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
It's happened.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's happened. It's finally happened.
Why not? Why not?
Harry Kane has left Spurs. Goodbye, Harry. It's been real.
It's been real. It's been a journey.
Had to be Edge. Had to be the Australian that kicked Harry Kane out of old Spursy side.
But yeah, game week 1. Yeah, we're just going to talk a bit of game week 1 preview. Yeah, a bit of players that we own, a bit of players we're looking at. Maybe even Richarlison. I mean, Harry Kane. This is fresh for us as well. This just happened.
It's happened.
I mean, you got any breaking news? Maybe we get some more breaking news while we're live. You know, I don't know.
You never know. You never know. But yeah, Richarlison's gone, man. He's going to be in everyone's team now.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
With Harry Kane out.
Yeah, it's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time for the Daniel. Respect. How are you, bro?
Suarez, how are you, brother? Welcome.
Yeah. We'll be doing a few more lives, I reckon, on the this season. Just get a bit of stuff out there. I know my boys' leads aren't in there, so there's not as much emotion involved. So be just observing the beautiful game that is EPL and FPL.
That's it, man.
Yes.
That's it. Wow, like a big overhaul's happening in a lot of people's teams right now, if you're paying attention. I mean, I've been tinkering for quite some time now.
You're a tinkerer.
I've been tinkering away at this team, and I mean, yeah, you gotta tinker here and there, you know, like get it into alignment, right? Like, all of a sudden, Richarlison, how are you gonna fit Richarlison in? That's a big question. How are you gonna do it?
What's he own? 2% now? What are you saying?
2.1%.
2.1%.
That's gonna go through the roof.
Interesting. I mean, yes. So I mean that's the first. That's fresh. That's hot off the press. I reckon maybe we leave Spurs for a bit. We come back to Spurs. Maybe there's some breaking news while we're live. I don't know. Because I mean, I want to start it off with just a few players that we're kind of looking at, like I don't like to use the word essential, you know what I mean, but like some hot players, just really hot players. Like someone like Saka. I mean, we all like Saka. He's on pens. He's the guy. He's Arsenal's guy as well as Odegaard and stuff and Trossard. They got a decent team, Nick.
Do you think like owning more than one Arsenal attacking player is a good idea?
I think why not? Martinelli, you know what I mean? Like obviously Kai Havertz now probably playing out of position as a false 9. Like it's pretty special what this Arsenal team can do with those cheap players. Yeah,
they're underpriced. I'll give you that. They are underpriced. I like to go into a season not too heavily invested into a single side. You know, it's like all your eggs in one basket type thing. Hey, it could pay off. Hey, man, I don't know, man. It could pay off. You can do what you want. I just like to spread the eggs into a few different baskets. You know, so I think Saka's beautiful. He's a beautiful player for Arsenal. I think that's enough of Arsenal for me. I'm gonna have one of their defenders. But you can go 3. I feel like Martinelli's a great option. Trossard, man, with Jesus out.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we've got to talk about it as well. The new rule, the World Cup stoppage time rule, goes for 10 minutes. Potentially we're going to get some...
That deserves a ding.
Oh, we got a ding.
Woo! World Cup minutes, baby.
Maybe just one ding, I think. but as in, I think it's a big one there. I think this 10 minutes extra time, all of a sudden players like all of Pep's rotational midfielders, someone like Trossard, they're going to be scoring. There's going to be late goals, basically.
Yeah.
So for me, Harry Kane was going to get a lot of those goals, but I don't know if he's going to be around for him anymore. So,
nailed on players is a big deal this season. I feel having those players that are going to last the 90. Someone like Bruno Fernandes, Odegaard. These players they usually last the 90 because we're going to have 100-minute games, guys.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, but it's beautiful. It's a
what
beautiful
does that mean
game.
for clean sheets? Clean sheets.
At the same time, sometimes if you've got like obviously there's probably going to be reduced clean sheets. I think that's an obvious thing, but at the same time, I wouldn't really go to like there's going to be no clean sheets. You know what I mean? Like if someone's clipped a clean sheet for 90 minutes, what's an extra 10 minutes? You know what I mean? Like it's of course you're going to get the odd one.
It's an extra 10 minutes.
It's an extra 10 minutes. So what? It is an extra 10% of the game. So you're going to get the odd, but at the same time, hey, I don't know. I wouldn't be going overboard with that. That's my feel anyway. That's my feel. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, I just think that there will be less clean sheets.
Yeah.
There will be, which kind of, diminishes your defender's role slightly. Just slightly. Maybe it won't be a big deal, but it's still, it's gonna increase a lot of late goals. There are a lot of late goals in games, tired legs.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And Daniel's saying only 3 defenders looks good with extra time. Yeah, I feel so too. I mean, even we've got the joy, the gift of 4 million defenders and a 4 million keeper in Matt Turner going to Nottingham Forest. So it's like, boom, that's pretty special. I mean, shit, that's rare. That shit is rare.
You can just spend 8 million on your goalkeepers and just play Matt Turner. You know?
That's it.
Into oblivion.
I'm considering that.
To oblivion.
I was considering once upon a time one Arsenal defender worth 5 and then 4 million defenders. I'm still not sold. I'm still feeling it at the moment. I'm still feeling. Only thing with that is that there's game week 2 blanks. That's the only thing.
Calling time on your defense. T on the defense. Don't need the defense. That is there.
I've been playing this game for a long time, and sometimes crazy shit like that works. We've got a husky here losing it. Come over here. Come on.
Mrs. Ray, Senora Queen.
But
she wants to be on camera. Should we get her on camera?
Bring her on. Where is she? She there?
Hello, Ray. You made it to Epi. Take the hit, Ray.
Come here. Come on. Come on, girl. Anyway, so
we're Senora Queen.
So I mean, look, some great Arsenal players there. I mean, we'll go the essential teams now. I reckon. I mean, Man United against the Wolves team that's just lost their manager, fresh. Ooh. He's gone, and they've got a new manager. Fair play, but hey, Man United, that first game looks very lovely.
Man, are Rashford and Fernandes going to be in your team? Are you going to have Rashford and Fernandes?
Yes, I will. Yes. Yes.
What up? That's a guy. Young dog with some serious hair growth. You know
man.
it. You know it.
Both of us, I guess. Yeah, that's it.
Live in the back.
Yeah, I reckon Rashi and Fernandes double up. Yeah, I'm one. I have partaken. Yes,
so you'd rather go Rashi and Fernandes than say Saka and Odegaard.
At the moment, yeah. At the moment, yeah. That's where I'm going. Maybe that Wolves thing. That Wolves thing got me, man. I mean, they sacked their coach 2 days before the game. They're going to be scrambled.
Oh, Sterling season, yeah.
Lost guy saying Sterling season, yeah, you could be right.
You never know, man. You never know. I'm looking forward to seeing what this Chelsea team, what the Blue Boys, what they can do this season. You know, we're gonna have some Nick Jackson guaranteed minutes. I think it's gonna be a fun time down at Chelsea.
Before we get to Chelsea, because I want to talk about Chelsea. We've got to finish with
and Mbeumo. That is a boss midfield.
Yeah, respect.
Rashford, Fernandes, Saka, Matt Elliott, and Mbeumo. Wow.
Yeah, beautiful. We're going to talk about United because I feel like United is a team that obviously we've got this player from Serie A. You know, I'm a Serie A guy. Obviously, Roma, I'm Italian. So I know this Hodgson guy. He's good. He hasn't scored many goals, but I mean, coming over for that much cash, he's going to be doing all right. So I feel that early days, Rashi up top, great, but Hodgson is going to be taking that role, I reckon, very soon. And even Anthony's due. Let's be honest, Anthony's due.
I'm only looking at Rashford and Fernandes, man. You can talk all day about United. There's no other players for me in that team that I want. Not even one. I mean, Luke Shaw is overpriced. 1B's not going to start. Nothing else there, mate. It's Rashford, it's Bruno, or it's both. You choose. You decide.
Ooh, we are going to talk about your Blue Boys.
The Blue Boys, well, Sterling, I feel, is an option. I'm not going there. I'm going to put the money into Jackson, that same 7 million. Chukwuemeka Mecca, he's going to play 4.5. Poor man's Robin. Chukwuemeka Mecca is going to play attacking midfield. He's 4.5 million. So if you need a 4.5 million midfielder, I would recommend him. He got 3 assists in pre-season. He's going to start. Unless Chelsea signs someone today, he's going to start. Take the hit. Take the hit.
Action. What's going on, bro? What is going on, man? Good to hear from you legends out there. But I think Chelsea's going to be interesting. We've got a lot of new managers. Pochettino at Chelsea, Postecoglou, the Aussie at Spurs. Obviously, we've got O'Neill as well now at Wolves. Actually, that's saying Kane going to Bayern. Just confirmed, almost. Yeah, we've spoken a little bit about that already, and it's pretty crazy, isn't it? Like we've been speaking about Richarlison. Should we just look? It's we don't know how long this one's going to go for, so let's go straight into Spurs then. Let's get straight in there because I mean, obviously Maddison's someone that we're all looking at as well. Kulusevski, these are cheap midfield options, but all of a sudden Richarlison.
It's so bright. It's so bright in my eyes.
Man, Richarlison. I mean, so if Kane is confirmed very soon, I'm guessing Richarlison that's big.
It's huge, mate. It's on everyone's lips. It's on everyone's TV channels.
It's a hot topic.
7 million, scored a hat-trick in pre-season. Richarlison did. Starting up front, maybe him or Son, one of them starting up front. But Richarlison, double OP, out of position, playing up front, man. That's just huge. Huge. Thank you, FBL Towers. So yeah, man, I think he's going to be a must-own very soon.
Yeah, you're feeling the Richo. Yeah, well, I think we've both played with a bit of Richo love for, getting him in the next day or so. But I just keep an eye on that spaces for sure.
I think Kane leaving increases Son's potency as well.
You reckon?
Son's going to be playing further forward. He's going to be the guy. You think about it. Kane was the guy. Kane gets a goal every fucking game. They feed him. So then Son, who becomes the guy? Richarlison or Son?
I reckon they're going to share it. Because for me, it's a very Postecoglou thing right now that Kane's left. Because they're going to share the load. Maddison, we've never seen Maddison with Kane now.
Kane's left.
We've never seen Maddison with Kane. So Maddison's going to be feeding Richarlison potentially now. Obviously with Kulusevski, they got a decent team as well. Perisic. I like this Spurs team. I think this Spurs team's going to, without Kane, it's going to be interesting, but I like it.
Wait, we didn't talk about Ben Chilwell at Chelsea, by the way.
Oh, we dodged that.
We dodged
Reece
Ben
James.
Chilwell and Reece James. Like they're two of the best wingbacks in the league. If they stay fit 38 game weeks, let's see what happens. Ben Chilwell's in my team because he is just attacking dynamite, and we're going to see the best of Ben Chilwell this season. Yeah, barring injury. So I just wanted to sneak that in there because I think for 5.5 million, he is the best. The best for me. The best. I mean, John Stones, maybe, I don't know, Ben White. But for me, Ben Chilwell, attacking potential defenders. We've got the World Cup minutes. Attacking potential defenders is where it's at. That's where it needs to be for me.
I find it interesting that no one's speaking about Reece James. I mean, there is talk about Reece James.
He could be on pens.
No way.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But no, like Reece James is a weapon, man. Like Reece James, far out. We all seen what he did a couple seasons ago when he just dominated. If he can stay on the pitch, man, we're all looking at Reece James. He's the cyborg legend.
So I'm saying, man, there's attacking Chelsea wingbacks. Even if they concede, you're going to get some points from Chilwell and James down those wings. And this thing, we know what Pochettino loves. He loves his wingbacks. He loves his attacking wingbacks. So he's in for. We're all in for a treat down at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, it's going to be epic. And what else? What else we're going to touch on here? I mean, there's a lot of talk about João Pedro. I think that's something to talk about as well. João Pedro at Brighton. Obviously, Brighton, Mitoma, Solly March. Estupien, 50% owner of the game. Crazy. Absolute madness.
That is madness.
But what do you think, João Pedro? What do you feel? You reckon it's hype or you reckon he's got it?
I think, here we go. We got the Lost Guy. Tifo Football really thinks it's breakout season for Reece. Yeah, there you go. I think he could be breakout season for Reece. But yeah, so João Pedro, I feel I think he's going to start. Maybe even behind Welbeck or Ferguson, or as the striker. He's on penalties. We've seen he took a penalty in preseason, 2 penalties, and I think one when Gross was on the pitch. So, man, he's a cheap way into Brighton's attack, definitely.
Yeah, I like João Pedro. I think João Pedro is...
But he's a risk. I think there's a little risk attached to him, just a little bit. We haven't seen him in De Zerbi's system.
Yeah, no, fair. That's fair. But, I mean, we know what... Some of these players, like, big funds were spent on him as well. I think he's going to come in and he's going to do the business. I think that he's actually in my team. I'm definitely going to start with him. And that's the beautiful part of this beautiful game. Because you can start with someone, you can remove him within a game or two. Yeah, you'll be like, you know what, João? Not for me. I didn't like what you did there. But I think that Pedro's a beautiful option.
Mitoma
is one of your guys. Go on, what do you think about Mitoma?
I think he's the best Brightford option if you're gonna have a Brighton player. Brightford. That's old down in Brightford. Jolly old Brightford.
I like Brightford.
Brighton to Albion. I feel like Mitoma is your best option. But I mean, if you want to cheap out a little bit, Pedro. I think those are the two, man. Estupien, man, I had him until Richarlison just did what he did.
Man, look, you reckon? Yeah. I look, Solly March for me, man. I was always the Solly March guy.
Yeah, isn't that? But he was like injured in preseason. He's not gonna be fresh.
But he's fit.
He's fit.
He's going to play. I don't know. You know me. I'm always the Solly March guy. You're the Mitoma guy. Fair play. We'll see. And what about Liverpool, man? What's happening down there? Who's starting? They got like abundance of players. You don't know what formation they're playing. It says they're going to play with Trent Alexander in the midfield. So what do you feel at Liverpool? What do you feel?
I feel you either own Salah or you don't have a Liverpool attacker. Yeah, or you got to run the risk. Do you really want to run the risk that Darwin doesn't start, the Gakpo starts, the Jota starts. Who? I don't know. I don't know who starts. Do you know? Maybe does Klopp know?
I think that Szoboszlai, his £60 million, he's going to start. I know what this guy can do. He's special. I don't think he's going to take any kind of any penalties off Salah. He might take some set pieces off Trent and Salah though, because he's a good set piece player. Beautiful playmaker. He's going to be good for us to watch. He's going to be like I wouldn't say like a David Silva, but he's for EPL lovers. Szoboszlai is going to be he's fun. He's fun. Hungry captain or whatever it is. But I'm not going to have him on my team. Maybe we look at him eventually, but I think Jota, if Jota gets this starting berth, he's someone that I'm looking at.
What about McAllister? He might start. I don't know who's going to start for this team.
McAllister, he's lost his pens, so McAllister, nah. For me, I wouldn't really talk about him much for FPL.
He takes free kicks too. He took them for Brighton.
Now, how many free kick takers this guy as well?
This is interesting,
especially TAA there at the back. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Even with this TAA role, this hype, this 8 million hype about him he's moving forward into these attacking roles. I don't know. Just watch a game, see if you like where he moves into. Because when he's defending, he's the right back. When he moves forward, he kind of squeezes into that centre mid role. So I don't know. It's just one of those things to, for you legends out there, keep an eye on it as well. I don't know if he's worth 8 million. Let's see what he can do. That maybe he's gonna show us that 8 million is cheap. I don't know.
I think it's overpriced, Trent. 7.5 was a bit steep for me last season. I still went there. But I feel like like 7 million is that's your price cap for a defender. They've got a ceiling. Defenders have a ceiling. It is what it is. They play they defend. That's their role. So for me, it's 8 million is just too much. It's way too much. No, I mean you can go. Trent is probably the only other option in Liverpool that I'd go. If I didn't own Salah, I'd probably have Trent, just so I have a Liverpool player, because I don't know who else to own.
Now, I was looking at Darwin heavily, and then he didn't start the game that was...
the last two preseason games.
Oh, man. Like, I was looking at Darwin. I really wanted Darwin, because I know what Darwin's got. Darwin is going to have a season. I still believe it. Darwin will have a season, maybe not to begin with, but my eyes are on you, Mr. Darwin Núñez. I believe in you, man. I believe in you.
The Klopp's got to give, one of his strikers minutes, yeah? So who's that going to be?
I think that it's going to be Jota, man. I think Jota's going to be he's the guy for the start. But what happens? Let's see what happens. Anyway. What about Newcastle? I mean, they're in the Champions League. Who'd they sign? They signed Sandro Tonali. So Sandro Tonali just I guess, as a Serie A fan that's witnessed Sandro playing for Milan, he's just going to be another... He's basically a Pirlo. For those that know Pirlo, he's a Pirlo wannabe. He's getting there. He's not Pirlo as of yet. But so he's more of a deep-lying playmaker. So will he get some assists? Maybe. Will he score much? Maybe. But take a feelings about the tone of my voice, because I don't know about him as an option. But does he increase others' potential for Newcastle? Yes. Isaac? Whoa. Wilson? Yeah. I think they're great players, Wilson and Isaac, this season. I really do. Especially Isaac.
Do you think Tonali being there is going to push Bruno Guimaraes forward?
Yeah, I reckon he'll be definitely doing some more runs. There's no doubt. Yeah, you could say that. You could definitely say that.
So what's the predicted lineup look like?
Well, they've got Gordon as well. They've got a squad at this team now. They've got obviously Almiron had a season.
Is Elliott going to start? After the preseason you had?
Nah, surely not.
Won't happen, no.
Nah, Jollington.
I think Almiron's a good option as well.
Yeah?
Newcastle, yeah, he's a good option.
Could start. Should start actually.
He should start. Like, does Gordon start? Gordon's 5.5 million. He's cheap.
I don't think starts. I think Wilson starts there. Isaac on the wing. That's what he's going to do. That's what I feel.
True.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we have to wait and see in the next couple of days.
It is jam.
Or did it jam? Well, here we are. We're back. But yeah. I mean, what else? Any other teams that they kind of? I mean, City. We haven't even spoken about City, obviously, for this Burnley game. Foden.
Phil Foden, does he start? Or does Alvarez start? I think Alvarez is too big of a risk. Phil Foden, even if he comes on, he looked great in that Arsenal game when he came on in the Community Shield. Does he start, though? I don't know, man. I don't know what Pep's going to do here, bro. Like, I'd start him in my team. I think Grealish is going to start. We know that, but do you want to get Grealish? I don't know.
I know, there hasn't been really much feel about Grealish out there. I think he could be a good one to own. What is he, 7'5"?
7'5".
It's cheap.
7'5".
7'5"? 7'5". Yeah, I'm not too sure. With City, obviously, Erling Haaland. John Stones has been that kind of talk as that midfield player as well. But yeah, Foden. I think with this new like World Cup rule, Foden, yeah, he could be a really special option in the coming weeks. In the coming weeks, first week I'm gonna observe it. Witness the 5-0 win. They're probably gonna win 5-0.
I think Foden starts, bro.
You think he starts?
I think he starts. I'd start him. Is Bernardo gonna start?
I don't think so. Why would you start Bernardo?
Because he started Kovacic over Foden in that game, basically. Yeah, the team's basically identical to that, you know. So, is he going to start Kovacic again, or is he going to start Foden? That's the question.
Kova or Foden, huh?
That's the question. And I feel he's going to attack Burnley, right?
And the question is, do you want to play Pep Roulette, isn't it?
Who wants to play Pep Roulette? Oh, there it is again. Pep Roulette.
Hey! What a gift Pep is, huh? For all of us. For all of us. But yeah, look, is there any what's the clean sheet potential this week? What are you feeling? I mean, you feeling what, Everton? Everton with Sean Dyche's defensive, Everton is an option against Fulham. I think that's an option.
I think Fulham can score goals, so maybe Man City's a good option this week. Burnley, but Burnley are at home. They're going to be pumped. They just made the Premier League. Fuck, they could score against City, man. Arsenal. I think Arsenal are probably the best option. That's why you got two Arsenal defenders, right?
True. Yeah. I feel Arsenal.
Arsenal got the best. They got 2.5 millions, you know.
Yeah, that's obviously.
Whoever's playing Luton, I think Luton's gonna score.
Everyone's hammering Luton at the moment, aren't
really?
they?
Well,
because Luton's obviously got Brighton first game.
Brighton, yeah.
Stupid. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting there, and obviously, yeah, some of the promoted teams sometimes takes a couple of weeks to get going. So maybe Palace could be an option. Johnston in goal.
Well, that's the thing. If you go on 4.5 million, it's Johnston or Pickford. What are you gonna choose?
Yes.
I'm on Johnston at the moment.
What about Matt Turner at Forest against Arsenal, against his old team? He's playing against his old team immediately, huh?
Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
That is interesting.
That's pretty cool.
What's going to happen?
That's it.
Anything can happen.
Anything.
All right. I reckon he scores.
Maybe.
Or actually, he's a goalkeeper. He saves a penalty.
He saves a penalty. All right, now it's time for Gut Feeling Friday.
Gut feeling.
All right. I'm just going Richarlison straight up.
You sunk my battleship.
That's it. Kane looks like he's saying bye to Spurs' side, and looks like Richarlison could be the guy, the main man up top, up front with fuck all ownership. I think that Richarlison, you've got my gut feeling Friday.
All right, man. I'm gonna go with the heart here. I'm gonna go Nicholas Jackson. Nico Jackson. He's my gut feeling Friday for this game week 1 preview. Watch out for Nick Jackson. He's on fire in pre-season. He's going to be banging the goals all season for Chelsea. We're playing a Liverpool defence that can't defend. Trent can't defend. He's a midfielder. Watch out for Nick Jackson. He's just going to be running the channels and hold up play. Watch out. Just watch him. You heard it here first.
Nicky Jacks, huh? Nicky Jacks.
And he's in my team.
Ooh, yeah, he could be a menace. Let's be fair. He could be a menace. And I mean, yeah, I reckon we'll move on to our teams now, huh? Let's do it.
Let's finish it up with our teams, shall we?
Yeah, that's it. Shall you continue? Shall you start?
I'll start it off. All right, so I'm going to start from the front. So Nicky Jackson up top, obviously alongside Haaland, obviously, yeah. I've got Mubamba as my 4.5 enabler, who may start for West Ham, probably won't. Who cares? He's my third sub. Doesn't really matter. Midfield: Salah, Saka, Bruno Fernandes, Eze, and Richarlison. 5-man midfield. I've just switched it up now. Richarlison seems to be like a must-own. I mean, I don't even like using that, but it is what it is. I would own him if I was playing this game, and I am. So he's in my team.
Oh, touche.
I've got at the back. I've got Chilwell. I've got Gabriel, and I've got Ashley Young. There's a little sneaky one there. See what happens with Ashley Young. I do like Ashley. You know, rolling back the clock a little bit. He'd be like about my age, I reckon.
Maybe older.
Oh, respect. I got Sam Johnson in goal. Bench Baldock and Kabore, my bench players. So just really cheap on the bench, and Turner as my backup goalkeeper. That's my team.
Solid. And who's the captain?
Obviously, Haaland.
Erling Haaland. Yeah, I'll start with my team as well. Erling Haaland. No, I don't need anything. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
You ready?
I've got my team. I've got João Pedro for the time being up top there. I'm gonna stick in João Pedro up top. I've got that Sheffield United 4.5 striker. I think his name's Ursula or something like that. He might start. There's talk that he starts. So yeah, he's my striker up top there, if it's meant to be. And then in the midfield, I've got a jam-packed midfield full of legends, full of absolute warriors. I've got, starting with United, Rashford, Fernandes, and then I've got Saka as well. I've got Super Salah, and then I also have Brian Mbeumo or Richarlison. Looks like Richarlison at the moment, but I love Mbeumo. He's on pens, you know, like, oh, I love Mbeumo. He's a great player. But we'll see what happens there. So that's my front 7 or 8. And then moving to the back, I have got, I think at the moment I've got 4 million defenders. I've got Bayer, I've got the Baldock and the other guy as well, which is, what's his name? You got him there.
Kabore or Bell?
Yeah, Bell, that's the one. Yeah, I've got Belly Boy. And then I've got 2 Arsenal defensores. 2 Arsenal defenders. I've got Gabriel and Saliba. I've got the double there, you know. I think one of them's going to score a bit, one of these ones. Boom, boom, boom. So...
I like that double up.
Yeah, why not?
That's strong, yeah.
Why not? And then in the goals, I've got that Turner guy that's just gone to Forest, and also Mr. Pickford, because I think that Sean Dyche, he's going to do some special things on the Merseyside there for Everton. I feel like he's going to do some special things. I'm feeling it. Just defensively, he wants to keep clean sheets. That's his intention. So. See what happens.
A few different players you and I have this start of the season. That's pretty cool.
We got a couple.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I like that.
Erling Haaland captain. Beautiful.
All right.
Shall we round it up? Huh?
Well, that was fantastic. Thank you for joining us, all that did. Sending all of you beautiful light, truth, and positive energy. Thank you for joining us. FPL Take the Hit, Joff. Any last comments before we close out?
Oh, that's it. Just don't panic if your first team goes to, you don't get the best score, or there's plays that you were going to put in that you didn't. Just stay calm, relax, and yeah, that's it. Just be patient with yourself this season as well. Learn the lessons. You're going to learn some stuff, and just enjoy this beautiful game, because it's a beautiful game. And yeah, cheers for the legends who are live with us as well. And yeah.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like, yeah, just be prepared for for game week 1. It's always a hairy game week. Don't rage transfer. One thing that I used to do back when I was in my early days of FPL, I'm a bit of a veteran now. Literally minutes after the game, I'd take out a player because he blanked. Don't do that. Yeah, unless you get some sort of joy out of it. I did. But it's just not strategic, It's all about tactics in this game. Tactics and strategics and stuff, and statisticians and stats. So don't blow out. Don't blow out. Just enjoy the game. Enjoy the points when they come. They're always coming. That's it. There's always more points. And just really respond instead of reacting. Don't react unless you want to. Unless you like it, do it. Yeah. As we say, FPL Take the Hit. Always remember to stay positive.
Accept the reds, but embrace those green arrows, guys. Woo!
Positive energy. Yo.
Enjoy, legends. Take
Love
care.
you guys.
Right?
Ciao.
Peace. Enjoy game week 1, huh?
Game week 1.